Hello, everybody, and it is Friday. You did awesome this week. Some of you all have made really great progress, and I'm very excited about that. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I want to make sure that you all are ready for your review, and you have a quiz on today that is going to count for a quiz. So I need for you to follow along and make sure that you're ready to go and excited. Look at this work behind me. So who is this artist? I wonder, do you know who this is? So in the chat section under that, I want you to just put down who do you think this artist is. Tell me a little bit about how do you think this artist, some of the designs that this artist completed. So just tell me a little bit about it. I'm not going to tell you who it is. Just because we went over it last class, okay? All right, so let me know, hit me up on the chat comment section and let me know who this artist is and what do you think a little bit about this artist, some things you think about this artist. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to share my screen with you guys. All right, so let's see. So today you're going to go read pages 377 to 387. You're going to complete the chapter review of everything that we went over throughout the week. Okay, these are the questions right here in the chapter review. So let's look at that. So you're just going to go over and we're just going to refresh our memory on 387 right here. 378 to 387. So it talks about abstract expressionism and what that consists of. It emphasizes being not, you really can't understand what it is, but you kind of make out what you feel that the artist is trying to express, and it draws on emotions and what you feel in your thought process about this work of art. So that's what this is about. So abstract expressionism, minimalism, superrealism, and postmodernism are the words that we're going to go over in vocabulary terms. Our art is so cool, y'all. It was done in 1960s. It was really bright, colorful. Reminds you of just like someone drawing with markers, doesn't it? Really cool comic book quality that you'll think about when you think about pop art. And it was done in 1960s and 70s. So remember what we talked about in our last class. Everything that we're going over, these particular movements, you are going to do works of art in the style of what you see here for art too, okay? You also are going to talk about the elements of art and principles of design as well. So just want you to kind of see some examples of that. It talks about color field, minimalism, which is art that uses minimal art elements. So just a simple piece. This is red on red, so you can kind of see how they just kind of simplified the work. Then we see here that they sort of with modern art, it kind of shifted into new forms of realism. So you see these figures are made of bronze and they look lifelike. So it's interesting how art sort of transforms over time. The postmodern era just basically is that they try to find new inventive ways to sort of make things appear to be art. So it's kind of interesting how that they depicted art in that aspect. So I want you to look at this artist. This is a modern artist and his name is Chuck Close. This artist, I mean, he has really inspired me. He had so many things happen to him in his life. He was paralyzed. He had to strap a paintbrush to his hand and paint, you guys. I mean, I want you to watch this video about his life and read this section on him. I mean, it's amazing. He suffers from an illness that left him paralyzed. He was able to use his arms, but not his hands. He had a device strapped to his arms, like I told you. It's just, like I said, interesting that he really he's very resilient and didn't let things stop him from achieving his goal and wanting to paint. So let's watch this video about Chuck Close. And I'm going to enable my computer sound, let you all watch this video.
We need real plans, real guidelines, with uniform nationwide standards. To fix the economy, we have to get control over the virus.
All right, let's see here. Should play
one of the favorite things that we do, our Note to Self series, where we
This morning, one of the favorite things that we do, our Note to Self series, where we ask people to write letters of advice to their younger selves. Chuck Close had been a preeminent portrait painter for many decades. He's overcome enormous obstacles, learning disabilities, face blindness, and a rare condition that left him mostly paralyzed more than 20 years ago. Here now, Chuck Close's Note to Self.
This is a note to myself at age 14. I was in the 8th grade and was told not to even think about going to college. I couldn't add or subtract, never could memorize the multiplication tables, was advised against taking algebra, geometry, physics, chemistry. Since I was good with my hands, I was advised to aim for trade school, perhaps body and fender work. Never let anyone define what you are capable of by using parameters that don't apply to you. I applied to a junior college in my hometown with open enrollment, got in and embarked on a career in the visual arts. Virtually everything I've done is influenced by my learning disabilities. I think I was driven to paint portraits to commit images of friends and family to memory. I have face blindness, and once a face is flattened out, I can remember it much better. Inspiration is for amateurs. The rest of us just show up and get to work. Every great idea I've ever had grew out of work itself. Sign on to a process and see where it takes you. You don't have to invent the wheel every day. Today you'll do what you did yesterday. Tomorrow you'll do what you did today. Eventually you will get somewhere. No one gets anywhere without help. Mentors, including your parents, can make you feel special even when you are failing in other areas. Everyone needs to feel special. My father died when I was 11, and that was a tragedy of my life. A horrible thing to happen when you're so young. Oddly enough, there was a gift in this tragedy. I learned very early in life that the absolute worst thing can happen to you, and you will get past it, and you will be happy again. Losing my father at a tender age was extremely important in being able to accept what happened to me later when I became a quadriplegic. If you're overwhelmed by the size of a problem, break it down into many bite-sized pieces. Quadriplegics don't envy the able-bodied, we envy paraplegics. We think they've got a much easier row to hoe. There is always someone worse off than you. I am confident that no artist has more pleasure day in and day out from what he or she does than I do.
Chuck Close, this is one of the things that I'm enormously proud of, to see this kind of way of presenting remarkable people.
Wow, I mean, what a powerful story that he shared with us on today. I mean, we have to be thankful for the things that we have, the abilities that we have as well. Very powerful artist. So today, just to let me know that you watched my video and you're listening, I want you to just tell me a little bit about what is one thing that kind of stood out to you about Chuck Close. If you're welcome to add different things in the comment section, but please add some things in the comment section here about Chuck Close and what kind of stood out to you if you watched the lecture. All right, I am so excited for everything that's going on, and you all made it through the first week. And please feel free to email me and let me know if you have any questions. If you have any questions or anything like that that you need to share. So thank you so much, and we are going to start a project on next week. So to get ready, you do need a poster board, you do need color pencils, markers, Sharpies, um, anything that I guess anything that you have around your home to probably use for this project that we're going to do next. So I thank you so much for tuning in. You all have a wonderful weekend.